She tweeted, "Red flags are just opinions, not facts." After I confronted her about her sketchy behavior, I liked it and replied, "My opinion is we're done," then packed my bags. She deleted the tweet, but my screenshot was already sent to her sister. I, 26 male, was scrolling Twitter during lunch break when I saw my girlfriend Raven's tweet that changed everything. "We've been together 2 years, living together for 6 months. Red flags are just opinions, not facts. Some people call independence a red flag. Others call boundaries toxic. Stop letting insecure people police your life." This came exactly 18 hours after I'd confronted her about finding dating apps on her phone. Not old ones, active ones with recent matches. I stared at my sandwich, appetite gone. She was really doing this, turning my valid concerns into me being insecure. The confrontation had been simple. Me, "Why do you have Bumble on your phone?" Her, "It's for networking. Bumble BFF." Me, "No, regular Bumble." Her, "You can network there too." Me, "Your bio says here for a good time, not a long time." Her, "That's just funny." Me, "You matched with a guy yesterday." Her, "So? I didn't meet him." That's when I'd called it a red flag. And now here we were. Her subtweet game was strong, but I was done playing. I liked her tweet, then replied, "My opinion is we're done." The screenshot was already saved. I sent it to her sister, Celia, with a simple message, "This is about me finding dating apps on her phone yesterday. Thought you should know what's really happening." Celia read it immediately. 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Then, "I'm so sorry, Landon. She's been telling us you're controlling." Of course she had. I put my phone away and went back to work. Had a presentation at 2 p.m. priorities. By the time I checked again at 3:30, chaos had erupted. The tweet was deleted, but the internet is forever. Her mentions were going crazy. "Not your man responding." This backfired spectacularly. Sis really thought she ate. The way I ran to the comments. She'd called me 17 times, texted 23 times. The progression was predictable. "That was not about you. Why would you embarrass me like that? Delete your reply now. This is so immature. Can we talk? I'm sorry. Okay, you're overreacting. Come home so we can discuss this." I didn't respond. Instead, I left work early, went to our apartment, and started packing. My apartment, actually, my name on the lease. She'd moved in after her roommate situation got toxic. Seeing a pattern. She was at her marketing job until 6 o'clock. Gave me 2.5 hours. I wasn't dramatic about it. Didn't throw her stuff around or damage anything. Just methodically packed her belongings into the boxes she'd never unpacked from moving in. Clothes, makeup, her ring light for selfies, the PlayStation she claimed was ours but never paid half for. At 5:47, I was loading the last box into my car when she pulled up. Must have left work early, too. "What are you doing?" She jumped out, designer bag swinging. "Helping you move out." You can't be serious. Over a tweet. Over the dating apps. The tweet just confirmed you think accountability is optional. She tried tears. "I wasn't actually going to meet anyone. I just wanted attention." Cool. Now you can get all the attention you want from your matches. "Landon, please. Let's go inside and talk." "No thanks. Your stuff's in my car." "Where am I driving it?" "You're kicking me out right now? That's illegal. You're not on the lease. You're a guest who's overstayed her welcome. I have rights. You have 30 minutes to tell me where to take your stuff before I leave it at Celia's." She switched tactics, went from sad to angry. "You're going to regret this. Do you know how many guys want me? Great. Pick one with an apartment. You're such a child. Real men don't get threatened by apps. Real girlfriends don't need dating apps." My phone buzzed. "Celia, she can stay here. I'll send you the address." "Perfect." I showed Raven the text. "Your sister's expecting you." The look on her face when she realized Celia knew everything. Priceless. See, Raven had built this whole narrative about me being controlling and jealous. But Celia had the screenshot, the evidence, the tweet literally admitting she didn't think red flags mattered. "You told my sister?" You tweeted to 1,500 followers. "But sure, I'm the one who made this public." I drove to Celia's with Raven following in her car, rage texting at red lights. I unloaded her stuff on the sidewalk. Celia came out, looked at her sister, shook her head, and helped carry boxes inside. Celia to me, "I'm sorry. Mom always said she'd learn consequences eventually." Me, "Better late than never." Raven from the doorway, "This isn't over." Narrator, "It was, in fact, over, but she didn't know that yet." 48 hours later. The entitlement escalated exactly as expected. When the initial shock wore off, Raven went into full damage control mode. First, she tried to rewrite history. Posted a thread. "Since people want to be in my business." Yes, I had dating apps. As a marketing professional, I research all platforms. My ex couldn't understand professional networking. His insecurity cost us our relationship. I'm now free from that toxicity. The replies were brutal. "Girl, Bumble isn't LinkedIn. Professional networking in the here for a good time section?" My marketing degree didn't require Tinder research, but okay. This ratio about to be legendary. She deleted it after an hour, but screenshots were already circulating. Her Twitter went private by noon. That afternoon, our friend group started reaching out. We had plans for a birthday dinner that weekend, and people were asking about the drama. My boy Felix called, "Yo, Raven's telling everyone you went through her phone and kicked her out for having LinkedIn." LinkedIn? That's what she said. Nina's backing her up too. Nina, Raven's best friend who cheated on 3 boyfriends and thought monogamy was outdated. Of course, I sent Felix the dating app screenshots I'd wisely taken. His response, "Bruh, she really said LinkedIn." Word spread. The group chat got spicy. Raven and Nina ended up leaving it after people started calling out the lies. Here's where she really messed up. Remember her marketing job? Well, she decided to make a TikTok about toxic exes who can't handle independent women. Problem: she filmed it at work in her cubicle with the company logo visible. Bigger problem: she tagged the company, seeking sympathy. Biggest problem: her boss, Janet, follows her. Janet was not amused by her employee making relationship drama content on company time, dragging the company into it. Raven got called into a meeting about professional social media conduct. She texted me after, "You happy now? I almost got fired because of you." Me, "I didn't make you film TikToks at work." Her, "This is harassment. You're ruining my life." Me, "No contact means no contact." I blocked her number after that. According to Celia, who became my unexpected ally, Raven thought finding a new place would be easy. She had champagne taste on a beer budget, though. Places she looked at: luxury building downtown, $2,400 per month. She made $3,200. Cute loft, $1,900 a month plus utilities. Studio in a trendy area, $1,600 a month. No pets. She'd apparently decided to get a dog for Instagram. She couldn't qualify for any of them. Needed a cosigner or a massive deposit. Guess who she tried to list as a reference? Me. I got a call from a property manager. "Mr. Landon, Ravenwoods listed you as a reference. Can you verify she lived with you and paid rent?" Me. "She lived with me, never paid rent. Never. Not once. She was a guest who contributed nothing financially. Thank you for your honesty." Raven exploded in the family group chat. Celia showed me, "Landon is sabotaging my housing. This is illegal." Celia responded, "Is it sabotage if he told the truth?" By day 3, she was already soft-launching a new relationship on Instagram. Some dude named Kai with a podcast about cryptocurrency posted a story of masculine hands pouring wine with "sometimes upgrades come fast." Plot twist: one of the Bumble matches she'd made was his roommate, Darius, who saw her story and immediately texted Kai about how she was on dating apps while living with her boyfriend 2 days ago. The wine story disappeared. So did Kai. Here's what Raven didn't consider when she was tweeting about red flags. I'd been paying for almost everything. Her bills that were now solely hers. Phone plan I'd had her on mine, $85-ish a month. Car insurance on my family plan for a discount, $150 a month. Streaming services, $50 a month. Gym membership, my corporate account, $120 a month. Plus now rent, utilities, groceries. She tried to Venmo request me for emotional damages, $500. The note said, for trauma and housing discrimination. I declined it with the note, for professional networking on Bumble. She requested again. Not a joke. You owe me. Declined. Red flags are just opinions, remember? Celia called me last night. Family dinner was interesting. Apparently, Raven had pitched a fit about being homeless and betrayed. Their mom asked for the full story. Celia showed the tweets, the screenshots, everything. Mom's response, so you cheated. Raven, I didn't physically cheat. Mom, but you were trying to? Raven, it's not that simple. Mom, seems pretty simple. You had dating apps. Landon found out. You tweeted nonsense. He left. The best part, their younger brother, Adrian, 19, a Gen Z king, had found her deleted tweets and her TikTok, played them at dinner. Adrian, this you saying monogamy is a social construct last month? Raven, that's taken out of context. Adrian, the context is you were in a relationship though. Family dinners hit different when your digital footprint betrays you. Current status, still at Celia's, who's charging her rent. Can't find an apartment she can afford. Got written up at work for the TikTok. Lost most of our mutual friends. Cryptocurrency Kai blocked her. Parents refused to co-sign for apartments. Meanwhile, I'm thriving. Apartment feels bigger without her stuff. Bank account definitely bigger without her expenses. Signed up for a pottery class with the money I'm saving. Living my best life. She tweeted yesterday, forgot I follow her on my anonymous account. Starting to think the red flag was ignoring red flags. The lack of self-awareness is stunning. Update 2 coming soon. Celia says there's drama brewing about Raven's car payments. 2 weeks later, the car situation was just the beginning. When reality hit that she actually had to adult alone, Raven's entitlement reached new heights. Turns out, Raven's car wasn't fully paid off. She had a loan from her parents that she was supposed to pay monthly. Keyword, supposed to. Celia filled me in. She hasn't paid them in 4 months. Said she was financially recovering from a vacation. The vacation in Miami she took for Instagram photos while I paid our rent. Her parents sent her a formal notice. Pay $1,200 by month's end or they take the car back. Raven's response, posted on her Instagram story. Toxic parents trying to control grown children through financial abuse. The trauma is real. Her dad saw it. Moved the deadline to 48 hours. Remember that work warning? Well, Raven learned nothing. Started using company time to run a side hustle. Being an empowerment coach for women in toxic relationships. The irony, it burns. She made a whole website on company computers. Used the office printer for flyers. Even tried to recruit coworkers as clients. Janet found out when Raven sent a mass email to the company directory advertising her services. Fired on the spot. Security escort and everything. She tried to spin it. Left my toxic corporate job to pursue my passion. CEO of my own life. With what clients? What income? What qualifications? Reality hit quick when she couldn't make Celia's rent. Started selling her stuff on Facebook Marketplace. But Raven being Raven, she tried to maintain her image. Her listings, authentic LV bag, $2,000. Retail $2,400. Barely worn Louboutins, $800. Limited edition YSL sunglasses, $400. Problem, I knew where she got these. Canal Street knockoffs and outlet sales. That authentic LV? I was there when she bought it from a sketchy website for $150. Someone reported her listings. Got banned from Marketplace for selling counterfeits. This is where it gets wild. Nina convinced her to join a sugar baby website. It's just dinners with rich men. Easy money. She matched with some older guy. Robert went to dinner at a fancy steakhouse. Posted stories of the wine, the ambience, tagged the location. Plot twist. Robert's wife follows restaurant tags to find new places to try. Saw Raven's story. Recognized her husband in the background. The wife DM'd Raven. Enjoying dinner with my husband? Raven panicked, tried to play dumb. The wife sent back, he's not rich, hun. I pay for everything, including that dinner. You're literally on a date funded by me. Raven blocked her. Robert texted her angry messages about discretion. The wife posted the whole exchange on Facebook, tagging Robert's workplace. No more sugar baby career. Desperate times, desperate measures. She started a GoFundMe. Help me escape an abusive situation and rebuild my life. The description was a work of fiction. Claimed I'd left her homeless without warning. Said she'd been financially abused for years. Mentioned being blacklisted from housing. Talked about her chronic illness. She doesn't have one. Goal, $10,000. Felix found it. Sent it to the group chat. Everyone who knew the real story reported it. GoFundMe investigated. Found the lies, shut it down. Raised $45 from Nina. Living with her sister was going poorly. Celia had rules. Pay rent on time. Clean up after yourself. No overnight guests without asking. No filming TikToks in common areas. Raven broke every single one. The breaking point. She brought home some random Tinder date at 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. Celia had work at 6 a.m. Celia. You need to be out by Friday. Raven. You're kicking out your own sister? Celia. My sister who doesn't pay rent on time, treats my home like a hotel, and has no respect? Yes. Raven tried the parent card again. Called mom crying about being abandoned by family. Mom. Celia says you brought strangers home at 2 a.m. Raven. One person. Mom. Move back home if you need to. Raven. I'm not moving backwards. I'm 26. Mom. Then act like it. She got my number from somewhere, probably Nina, and sent a novel from a new number. Landon. I know you hate me, but please hear me out. I'm sorry about the apps. I was bored and wanted attention. You were always working and I felt neglected. I shouldn't have tweeted that, but you humiliated me. Now I have no job, no home, no car soon. Is this what you wanted? To destroy my life? I loved you. We had good times. Remember Miami? Remember my birthday? Please just help me get back on my feet. I'll pay you back. I need $3,000 for a deposit and first months. Please, I'm begging you. I didn't respond, but I did screenshot it and check the timestamp. 3:17 a.m. Right after her Instagram story at a club, popping bottles. Yeah, it got to that point. Nina convinced her it was easy money for hot girls. Raven made an account, posted about it on Twitter. Your favorite marketing baddie is bringing you exclusive content. Subscribe to see what my ex is missing. Posted one bikini photo as a teaser. Got roasted in the comments. Sis, that's just Instagram with a paywall. The market is oversaturated. Bestie, maybe market yourself a job first. Made $12 from 2 subscribers. Probably Nina and some random. Deleted the account after a week. Current situation as of today. Couch surfing between Nina's and random Tinder dates. No job. Burning through savings what little she had. Parents took the car back yesterday. Banned from Marketplace. GoFundMe flagged her. Lost most of her followers after the fake sob stories. Celia won't speak to her. Still tweeting about growth and Phoenix rising. The best part. She applied to work at a coffee shop near my office. They called me as a reference. She really doesn't learn. Manager. Ravenwoods listed you as a professional reference. Me, we never worked together. I was her ex-boyfriend who she lived with rent-free while secretly using dating apps. Manager. Oh, thank you for clarifying. She subtweeted about it. When bitter exes try to sabotage your healing journey. Healing journey equals lying on job applications, apparently. Final update coming soon. Heard through the grapevine she's planning something special for my birthday next week. 1 month later. The birthday stunt was just the beginning of the final meltdown. When you take away an entitled person's ability to manipulate, they tend to self-destruct spectacularly. My 27th birthday, I planned a quiet dinner with close friends at a local spot. Somehow, Raven found out. Nina still had mutual friends who couldn't keep their mouths shut. She showed up in the red dress I bought her last Valentine's with a whole speech prepared. "Landon, I know you're hurt, but this is our chance to fix things. I've grown. I've learned. I'm in therapy now." She wasn't. And I understand why you reacted how you did. But walking away from true love because of a mistake is something we'll both regret forever. The entire restaurant was staring. My friends looked uncomfortable. Felix was filming under the table. Me, "Raven, please leave." Her, "Just hear me out. I planned this whole thing." Me, "You plan to ambush me at my birthday dinner?" Her, "It's romantic." Me, "It's unhinged. Please go." She didn't go. Started crying loudly, talking about our future children we'd never discussed and the house we were going to buy with what money. The manager had to escort her out. She yelled, "This isn't over, Landon," as she left. Narrator, it still wasn't over. 2 days later, she announced her new venture, Raven's Red Flag Revolution, empowering women to ignore society's limitations. I kid you not. She was monetizing her viral tweet. Services included red flag reframing sessions, $150 an hour. Toxic ex recovery coaching, $200. Independent woman boot camp, $500 for a weekend. Her credentials? Getting dumped for having dating apps. She made a whole Instagram for it, posted inspirational quotes over stock photos. Created a Gmail instead of a proper business email. The website was a free Wix template. First client review, definitely Nina. Raven helped me see that my boyfriend's boundaries were actually control. Thanks to her, I'm free. Second review, probably her alt. Revolutionary approach to modern dating. Worth every penny. There was no third review. When the business flopped, she tried a new angle. Had some lawyer send me a cease and desist for defamation affecting her business prospects. The defamation? Telling the truth to references. My response through an actual lawyer. Truth is an absolute defense to defamation. Documentation attached. Her lawyer dropped her as a client. Her parents finally had enough. Called a family meeting. Celia was there and gave me the play-by-play. "Dad, you're 26, unemployed, homeless, and harassing your ex. What's the plan here, Raven? Raven? I'm building my brand." "Dad, what brand? You're sleeping on couches and selling fake handbags." "Raven, those were real." Adrian pulled up the website she bought them from, still in her browser history on the family computer. "Dad, you have 2 choices. Move home and get your life together or figure it out alone. But no more money from us." Raven, "This is financial abuse." "Dad, no, this is parenting. 26 years too late." Apparently, she moved back home. Posted about it like it was a choice. Taking time to reconnect with family and refocus my energy. Big moves coming. Conditions from her parents. Get a job within 30 days. Pay back the car loan. No overnight guests. No social media businesses. Actual therapy. They'd verify attendance. She lasted 1 week. Last Thursday, she snuck out for a networking event, aka clubbing with Nina. Came home at 3 a.m. drunk with some guy. Parents were waiting in the living room. The guy, Travis, apparently tried to smooth talk. "Mr. and Mrs. Woods, your daughter is amazing. We're building an empire together." "Dad, what empire?" "Travis, crypto coaching. She's going to be my social media manager." "Dad, she's unemployed." "Travis, that's the beauty of entrepreneurship." "Dad, get out of my house." They kicked Raven out that night. She tried to stay with Travis. Plot twist. Travis lived with his mom, too. His mom wasn't having it. Where everyone ended up. Last confirmed sighting was her working at a mall kiosk selling phone cases. Living with Nina's cousin in a studio apartment. still posting about leveling up and boss moves between shifts. Her Twitter bio says, CEO of Red Flag Revolution, but the website is down. Posted a TikTok about starting from the bottom that got 47 views. Celia is thriving, said cutting Raven off was the best decision ever. Apparently, Raven owes her $800 in back rent that she'll never see. Her parents turned Raven's room into a home gym. Mom posts workout videos in there. Savage. Me? Living my best life. Started dating someone new, Sarah, who thinks it's weird when people have dating apps while in relationships. Imagine that. My apartment is peaceful. My bank account is healthy. Got promoted at work. Turns out I'm more productive when not dealing with constant drama. Text yesterday from yet another new number. Hey, it's me. I know you're with someone new. I hope she appreciates you. I wanted you to know I'm sorry. Not for the apps or the tweet because I still think monogamy is outdated and red flags are subjective. But I'm sorry for how it ended. You were my stability and I took that for granted. I'm working on being my own stability now. It's hard. Anyway, delete this number. I won't contact you again. I did delete it, but first I noticed she texted from an Android. She used to say Android users were broke and basic. How the mighty have fallen. 1. When someone tells you red flags are just opinions, that's the reddest flag of all. 2. Accountability isn't optional in relationships. 3. You can't tweet your way out of consequences. 4. The internet never forgets, especially embarrassing subtweets. 5. Sometimes the best revenge is just living well while they self-destruct. She wanted to ignore red flags. Cool. I ignored her entire existence and moved on. Thanks for following this saga, Reddit. Remember, if someone says red flags don't matter, they're probably made entirely of red flags. Sarah just texted asking about dinner plans. I'm gonna go live my green flag life now. Peace out. P.S. Raven, if you're reading this from your mall kiosk on break, your tweet was right about one thing. Red flags are just opinions. And my opinion is that you're a walking red flag factory. Enjoy your empire of phone cases.